or good morning still for some people. I hope everyone is plugged in. I'm immediately going to start with a question. I just want to check here who has never created a studio report or has ever done something with Studio before. Can you raise your hand, please? I still see a few people raising their hands, which is nice. This is a fun thing about this room. Now I don't really know how many people that are talking to me in real life, but there's just those few. So this studio report is specially made for you guys. My name is Hiti. I'm just going to quickly introduce myself. I'm a business advisor in Odoo, and I'm also a team leader in direct sales. I've been here for 3.5 years. And for some people, it can be a distinctive parameter, but I'm a girl. Why am I telling you this? Because today I'm going to teach you how to create a report like a pro with Odoo Studio. Keep in mind that I have zero technical background. I've studied economics. I am in sales. So if I can do it, all of the people that did not raise their hands today, I'm sure you will be able to do a much better reporting tool than I can do. And the ones that raise their hands, well, welcome to my world. I'm going to go back a little bit in time. In 2018, Odoo invented this application called Studio. For the people that don't know Studio, it's an amazing tool where we can create an application, we can create automations, change reports, we can do many, many things with the tool. If we're focusing on just the creation of the report tool, it was made by a drag and drop tool, which was very easy. You could just display fields there, and you want to moderate or alter a report. It was a nice tool, but you can do so. However, it had its limitations. So the paper or the PDF was like split up into 4 blocks, so you could not display every field type or certain field types underneath each other or exactly in the right position where you want it to be. So it was very difficult editing-wise and formatting-wise to make it look pretty for people that have not have the skills yet in Odoo Studio. That's why we created a new editing tool. It's like a dynamic table. So instead of dragging and dropping, and don't go hating in the comments that we changed this, we actually made it easier. So it's like a backslash that you will put in, and then your backslash will be your new drag and drop. It will open all these kind of tools. You will see in the list that you can add fields, you can add bullet points, and you can start formatting, which is really nice. You can just make headers and footers and so on in just one go. Why did we make the changes? Of course, we don't do it to make your life more difficult in Odoo. It's because we wanted to have a better user experience. Before, when we wanted to change things in a report, it was making inherited views. For those people that don't know it, for the people that don't understand it, it's fine. It's not there anymore, so you don't have to think about it. But every time that we were adding or removing a field type, it was creating an inherited view, which caused that it was very ugly, very difficult to navigate into the sidebar to change something before, which is now, it has eliminated, it's gone. So the complexity is actually reduced for people like me to just, in an easy way, do like formatting, in the tool, and it's more flexible in general, especially when we're looking into the new reports, making something bold, adding a color. You have more flexibility in the sense that you don't need to have a certain field type in a specific model. You can just any field type display it in your report, which is actually much more easy and flexible in the sense. So how does it look like on an existing report or in a new report? If you just have some text field, you can just select it, and then you can easily format like you're used to it in any text editor tool. You have the bold, you can click on normal, you can click the header, the footer, stuff like that. And then if you want to just add a new field in a report, you can just use the backslash, and then you see the drop-down list, which makes it effortlessly easy for people like me to add new things in or create a new report in general. Existing reports, however, we made it a little bit more complex. Existing reports, you will have to use by default the HTML editor. Because they are pre-made in Odoo, they're not really made for you to alter, except for small things like content-wise, the style of the reports itself that you can change. However, adding fields there will always require you to do it in the HTML editor, We have consultants for those that aren't able to do it. We have consultants to help you out with this. For the people that can do it, it's actually made easier for the technical people, but we're talking for the ones that are not technical today. So let's go more in depth in that. Of course, it's also most of this talk will be a demonstration. So I'm going to quickly change into my database. Maybe is it big enough? Yeah. For people, I'm one time going to show you how existing reports are going to be edited, and then we're going to focus really on the new reports in general. So if we have applications here, I have an existing model, which is a sale order model, and then I'm going to alter the report. I can quickly click on the quotation here, and then you can see here your reference number, and I can actually make it like bigger, larger. I cannot put it in bold, or I can change the color, put this your into red. So this is what is made really easy right now with the formatting wise, which was not possible before. However, we're going to focus on creating a new report. For this, I create a new model with which are my animals. So we're going to have a dog shelter in this case, and I can also put cats inside of it, many other field types. We have our little dogs here, and I'm going to create the report from my overview. I'm going to just have a look at the field types that I've added. So if I take my dog Cooper here, he's a male. We have a birthday, of course. We have his dog breed, the size of the dog, and so on. All of these data points that we're going to put in. And then we also can have like maybe some adopters. So maybe Anita wants to adopt Cooper and we have other people in line. I can just quickly add them to the list in general. Cooper also has like a little introductions about himself. So this is a big text field. And now we're going to add this all into a pretty report. Good. I'm going to open Studio for this. I already have one, of course, made. I played around with it a little bit. So this is the finished one, what we're going to get out of. And I'm just going to show you how you end up with this from scratch. You can click on New. You can decide if you want to start with an external or with an internal footer. So it either has a minimum footer, or if you want your business logo to be displayed, your tagline, you can just click on the external one, and then automatically your address and company details will be shown at the top. And then I'm going to use the backslash. So if I type backslash, I have multiple options here. I'm going to start with 2 columns because I want my dog's name and I want his image to be on different sides, or then the introduction, I want them to be displayed there. As mentioned, backslash is your favorite tool right now. We can quickly click on the editing, and then I can look for the field type. So it's going to now look or make it in bold because I say so, and I'm going to look for the field type, the name of the dog. Of course, I named it name to make it easy for myself, and then we just have to make a placeholder. So when you're looking at your report, you actually know what field is going to be displayed. So, voila. And then this one here, I'm going to add my intro. This can be small. Sorry. I'm just going to save first and see if... Okay. Not today. That's what you have with live information, of course. And I'm going to add my image as well from my dog. Sorry, I already am in my backslash, my image. And give it the field name of the image itself. And we're going to, well, no, I'm going to start from scratch. Sorry, I want it to be pretty. Welcome in my world. So, sorry, we're going to start from scratch, 2 columns, and I'm going to add my field, which is my name. And this one, I want it to be the intro. I'm just going to start typing and save it first. And if not, then we'll leave it. Description. Voila. And then below, sorry for the delay, guys, we're going to add the image field of my dog. I'm just going to save it up before we lose it again, and then I'm going to, of course, put it in bold to make it more pretty. I think this looks already nice, but it doesn't have, I mean, you haven't seen it in the end. So what you can always do is here, click on your print preview to have like an idea what your, I need to do escape then. Eh. Allez. To see my report. So we have our Cooper, we have our introduction here, but the size of my dog is too large, so I really don't see it well next to each other, so I really don't like this. So I'm going to alter the size of my report here. I'm just going to quickly close it off so we can go back a little bit in our slideshow. To resize an image, we will need to do this again in the HTML editor. It seems like it's complex, but it's actually not that difficult. We're just going to replace the standard T option that is there and just going to name it in a different way. And then I can decide the width and the amount of pixels that I can add, so I can change the sizing of different images in Odoo. Good, we go back to our report. I'm going to rename it as well so we don't get lost which one is the correct one. Number 3.0. And then to do so, I need to edit the source code. So here I can see that Cooper is too large for his own good next to his image. So we're going to click on the formatting tool here. And I'm going to make it a little bit wider, and I hope it's large enough for you guys. So as I mentioned, the T option needs to disappear, and we're going to do this until the number 1 line. So this is disappearing, and we're going to make it equal to quote sign. I don't know how to say that. The brackets, and then we type the width of the image itself, and then we're going to type again the small thingies, 100 px, and we're going to close our brackets. And I don't think I need any space. Voila. So now it's smaller, but still not in the correct place, just because my space is there, but I don't think maybe 200 can be a better fit. It's already changing a little bit, but not perfect, but we can do that later on a little bit better. Okay, we're going back in Studio, my reporting tool here, and I think it's mostly because of the space that is there. Anyways, I want maybe like a page break, yeah, like a line to make a distinction in general. So I can just add a separator. It's called in Odoo / we add a separator. And then I can add maybe some 4 columns to display like the features of the dog. So I would like to display the sex. However, I'm going to first type the word sex itself. So then I can add the field itself. The difference between the other ones is it's just going to show the record, while now I'm going to first give it a label, and then I'm going to see the real value itself. Going to duplicate it as well, so I don't know my models by heart or the names by heart. So I'm just going to open it here so I can quickly see the characteristics. So I want, of course, his birthday to be displayed. The dog breed. And what else do we have? Maybe his size. Quickly save, and then we're going to add the fields, which is our birthday field, our dog breed field, and the size of the dog. Oops. Amazing. I can even add, like now that I have my columns, I can even add like one beneath every row. So I can also maybe define what else did we have, his reference number perhaps. And we're going to look for that field again. Voila. And I can do the same thing here. It will be on the same line. And maybe define, what else were we having? His color. Voila. Good. Let's save it up. And then if I click on edit source code, you can always see, again, the image. Please excuse me for my image, but you can see that the line is there. It's going to fill in the information. And I'm going to just continue editing like this. A new page here in general, and a new page break. Not a field, sorry. Nerves are getting to me. And we're going to add another separator there. And my apologies for the mistakes. Yeah, whatever. I would like to be underneath the tool. Anyways, what else can we do? We can add a table. So to sort like information, I have multiple fields in my column. Yeah, I don't want this. Okay. Table. I can get out of my column. That is a mistake. Okay. Going to restart, sorry. Sorry, going to add my table at the top because I want just to show it in a pretty view and not like the other way. Something like that. So my table content, I have here, can our dog be with other animals? Can it have certain types of animals? Which one? Can it be with children? Yes or no? So I'm just going to copy paste my text so we can go a little bit quicker. In that sense, is it possible with children? You see that it also has a condition. We're going to add the conditions later. If so, we want to display the age of the child that it's allowed to be with. And then we have some other things. Is it potty trained, our dog, or not? However, to add now conditional fields, I won't be able to do it without editing the editor as well. So I can say like age of this child, and I will find back in the tool here. And the rest I have to tell yes and yes, for example. Going to quickly save it. My time is running out. To add conditions, we need to create T-if or T-else statements in Odoo. To do it, again, we have here the HTML that we can just edit in Odoo. So I'm going to edit the source code again. And then it's super easy, actually. You're just looking for, can be with, so you always click on format, so it becomes prettier. Can it be with animals? And then you're going to just type the if statement, which is T-if. And then we're going to look for that field type. You can just quickly click on it. Hup. We close our brackets. Neat. And we define that it's yes. No, sorry. Do, 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 do. I was in my wrong P line. It needs to be here. The if, and I'm missing. Hep. Voila. There's a mistake. PT if is document. Can be with animals. Do, 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 do. Sorry for this. Sorry. I'm just going to copy paste it so there are no typos in my slides, in my condition. Where do I need to close a P? Anyways, you add the conditions. I'm just going to go over because we all the left. But it's fine, no? T if the this one. No, the P. Ah! You're stressing me out, guys. So, again, can it be with animals? Here, I just did this. That's all I needed to do. Voila. That's all I needed to do. So the P-if condition is there. Just going to go over it very quickly. Thank you for the help, guys. Here now I have a condition. The nice thing, once it's built, you can just quickly say no, or you can type unknown, or you can format it in any way. So you just need to have that condition saved up. I'm going to skip the rest, but you get the idea. We can just do this for multiple, for the multiple other fields as well. And then another thing that I wanted to show you guys is displaying the text, but I think this one is more important. Going to add another table, but with content that is coming more like from a sale order line from another model order. So here I have my adoption info and I have my potential adopter. So I have my name, my phone number, my email. So I can just add name, phone, and email. And normally you would be able to look for the field. However, it doesn't exist yet, or the model is not yet defined here in Odoo. So again, we need to add it into the source code. Quickly going to show you the slideshow as well for this. Text, we're going to do it later if I still have time. Otherwise, you can add text. It's a simple type field that you need to do, a T field, and then we can change it. For repetitive information, it's a little bit more difficult. So you have a column. I don't want to display in every column the certain type of names. So I'm going to type a T for each in the same style. From then, it's looking for the certain document. To not make any mistakes, I'm going to quickly copy-paste it and have it displayed here. So we have our column in here itself. So we have the name. I will format again. So we have our color, our size. Where is my name and my phone number? Yep. So here I have my name, my phone number, my email. And then just quickly going to look it again, TR. This one should allow me to style the rest of the column itself. I'm going to close it off. What it has done right now, if I want to look for a field, I will have the different model or the other model in the option as well. We have added it by now as a dynamic table itself. So here I can just look now for the name of my dog, my adopter, sorry, and we can do the rest for the phone number itself. Going to close it off, so in this case here I have 2 lines, Anita and so on. If I would print my document, I will see it here in my reporting. I will have multiple lines, my possible answers, my name, my phone number, and so on. Sorry for the mistakes a little bit, and then I'm over delayed. I'm not sure if there are still some questions. I'm just going to, if you do have questions afterwards, we can continue in this, but thank you so much all for listening.
And thank you very much. There are a few questions. We are a little bit late, so we are gonna be pretty fast. Something that I think it's interesting. They are asking if there a manual. So I think if there is a way to learn how to do this.
We're going to document as always. We're going to create videos. It will be in our Odoo Learn and so on in the documentation. So that's why, also the tool will be evolved much easier. So the certain things that you now have to do in the editor will become like field in the backslash, so it becomes much easier.
Okay, and they ask also which one, in your opinion, is the biggest difference from the last version? So why is it that important, this one?
I think for me, adding sometimes when you wanted to add something.
Also, I just read the books where you can go in the all 7 and talk with that detailed question. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And thank you everyone who listened.
Sorry for the technical people. I did my best.